Hey everyone, my name is Barack Miller. My family called me Barrick, but right now I'm going by Eric. And I've recently come into the little season, but I got a few questions and a couple statements. I'm going to start with the statements. I have been a Christian universalist for a long time. I believe that Father saves everyone, even the devil. That the fire is a refinement of the soul, and a new heaven, new earth will all be there, but in the proper order. And the YouTube channel, The Total Victory of Christ, explains that very well. It goes through the Hebrew and shows where the translation problems arose, and forever and ever. It doesn't even make sense. You go back to Hebrew, it's olam, to the age of ages. So a certain amount of time within a certain amount of time. And the purpose is for correction and restoration. Father's not a sadistic monster wanting to torture everyone throughout all eternity. It never ends, and the worst pain. It's ridiculous. So yes, there is punishment for the wicked, but you correct. And that's what I see the Father doing. But some of the questions I have for the Satan's little season camp is people like Madeline from Leaving Babylon and others that. Okay. I was following the God culture for a while, and he really showed a good example of how original Mount Zion is in the north. But the issues with the land of Canaan, we got Mount Sinai there in Saudi Arabia, blackened tip of the mountain, a foot thick into the rock, where the pillar came down. You got Moses split the rock there. It's 4 stories high, all water worn. You got the Egyptian chariot wheels in the Red Sea down there. You got ancient Hebrew all over the place there in Israel, and there's a copper mine in Egypt down there. Father saved me in the ancient Hebrew. Joseph's mill, they found that, the storage bins and everything. And the Shroud of Turin. It happened there in the Middle East, there in Jerusalem. Now, I'm trying to figure out exactly how that fits with the North, because I do believe when he did come back, he did establish the New Jerusalem and the camp of the saints up in the north there at the original Mount Zion, the magnetic mountain. And that's where I'm headed now. I'm going to try to get as close as I can. Bethel, Alaska is what I'm hoping to get there. I'm in Georgetown, Kentucky right now. I got my little dog. Whooshies. Whoosha. This is Chewy. Choo-choos. He's just resting. So, this is, I've made many videos, but I had to scrap them all because when we see through a glass darkly, but we're looking for truth, we got to scrap our old paradigms. And, one of the ones that really hurt, and, you got to be willing to ditch the ego and everything is, I used to hate all those cathedrals and the incredible buildings because I misunderstood them as being the opulence of the oppressive, evil Babylon, Catholic Church. And now I'm trying to, now I see that, it was usurped and taken over by that. But Babylon was unfaithful Israel, and it was destroyed. But there are people that won't let go of what the narrative is, and you got to be willing if it costs you your family, your job, anything, for the truth and for intimacy with the relationship with the Father and His Son, His living teachings, uh, it was hard for me to do. To see these buildings in a new light, and now I see them as amazing. I was curious on, like, why there are things like the kingdom does not, the reign of the creator of the Father does not come with observation. Look here, look there. Why would you make all these incredible buildings? I never thought of it like that, but it's a way of showing that the proof that he reigned with righteousness and intelligence. I mean, these buildings are just so wonderful. They were, and so I had to really deal with that and other things. That when I first found out about the Earth being a stationary plane on pillars and foundations covered by a firmament, the dumbest thing out there on the internet is flat Earth, and I was like, I'm already ridiculed enough for everything else, but it's amazing how Father hides, the foolish things of the world is what He uses, and so there's an irony, there's a humor, Father is so amazing, and we can trust Him. And so I am headed north. I want to see the shimmering lights in the sky, the aurora borealis of the crystal beloved city. And I just want to be up there where it looks like it's getting going with the encircling of the camp. So, any more questions? I think that's it for this first one. All right. Love you guys. Please respond to me. I need to know about how we deal with looking at the names of stuff up there in the north and trying to say, I mean, it's, yes, the whole issue with the Middle East right now is a usurpation and a distortion and a deception, but you got to look at the Shroud of Turin. It's the proof of the resurrection, and all the pollen and everything, it's down there. So, okay. Love you.